Hey Plastic Model Builders, welcome back. It's your host Ari Stone, the Plastic Model Builder, and this is part 1 of the AT-ST. It's a Bandai 1/48 scale model. Great model, molded in gray plastic. This is the body, so we're going to assemble its main little body which holds the legs. So watch all of this, that way you see how it all goes together. We are putting right here, these are the supports where the legs will go into. We show you that later on, so keep on watching. As I said earlier, this is a nice model. It's fun to do. Get it, you'll like doing it. So this is the main body. We're going to put it together. I'm going to show you how it all goes together. There's lots of tiny little pieces with this, so you want to be careful when you do it. Make sure you put them in the right spots. You want to make it look pretty. Give it some model making madness. So you see we put the two halves together right there. So if you keep watching, you're going to see how this all goes together. We've got this back portion goes on the back right there. You got that little hole, which is basically where the cockpit area is going to sit. Got the back here, got this little topper, got your 4 little holes right there. This sits right on top of that, goes together perfectly. Just push it down really well. You see how that goes. Got these little holes in the side. We're going to show you what we put in those right after we glue this together, just like that. Now we got some also greablies, a lot of greablies on this, and we put all these on. We got 2 on each side right here. We're going to have some hoses that we put onto this little body here. We have some fender style things that go on. You see how most of these pieces, they just press in, and it's fairly easy to do. Remember, subscribe, comment, and like. That way you get the latest updates. We do our live chat. Join our Facebook group, Plastic Model Builder. The live chat is whenever we do a video premiere, we have a live chat. I join in. We talk about the model as you see it built on the premiere. So it's really fun and it's exciting. So this is section 1, 2. Got small little pieces. They go on each side. One piece goes right here, and then it's like a joint piece that has 5 little things, and you see them all just so small. They fit in right there. Press it down. Do the same for the opposite side. It's quick. Same procedure. You put it in, press the piece down, make sure it's in good, and you make it look pretty for some model making madness. This little piece here fits perfectly. You see the glue goes right into it, bonds together well too because it's such a good fit. This is one of the rear portions of that. Got your 4 little pins, and this fits nicely there. Press it hard, just like that, and it goes in. So now what we have is all of these hoses, a lot of them. I'm not going to lie to you. Work carefully and make them look good. We will show you how they all go in and what it looks like a little later on in the video. So it's something to look forward to. We have these little fender deals. You can put one of them in here, but the rest of them you can't, because you have to make sure you have all your hoses in place first. Otherwise, you're kind of in a jam. By the way, there's our little Chewbacca guy. So you see how some of these hoses are angled. They do fit in nicely, just like in the instructions, and we see how they go. Be careful not to press too hard. You don't want to break anything because they can be kind of fragile. That's the rear portion of this vehicle. We have a small little piece right here. It goes into this little outlet, covers it up well. Again, with the glue, you see how it gets sucked into there. Here's another hose, a larger one. This is where the opposite side of the fender or cover, whatever you want to call it. We don't know the names of all these parts. After all, it is Star Wars. Alright, so we've got that piece in place, and here is this piece, the smaller little fender. You see the way it goes. It can only go one way, and it's in just like that. Getting down to 2 hoses left, or 3. I saw 3 there. 3 go in. So you put this one down and kind of crosses over with this one right here. You see how this goes? It goes in that piece, and then it goes into the hole next to the one that we glued in. And here it is. Has a little mark for it, and then you just kind of got to press it in and hold it until it dries. Sometimes not the best way to do it, but there really wasn't many options to get that to look right. So that is how they did it. Just hold it down with the glue. It will look good, I promise you. This is basically almost the rest of the body. We got section 2 right here. It's just fairly simple, straightforward. Putting in these fender looking deals, top covers, whatever you want to call them, that you couldn't do before. Even the undersides. That's both of them right there. I used some filler and some putty so you could see how this turns out later on in the video. You don't really have to do it. I just chose to because I got a little scared like my AT-ST would not look right. And I should mention I do weather this as well, and I don't paint anything other than the weathering. So here are the legs. You see it goes all the way up to 3/4. That is a lot of leg parts. We have these little spring guys because these legs are articulate and they move at the ankles and a little bit on some of the knee portions. So if you keep watching, I will show you how this goes together and how it moves. So here's the start of it, and the little spring, and you can see that spring, it does move. Just be careful, you don't want to glue it down too much. We have our small little portions here where we're going to attach a top to this. You see it's got that little pin, sits just inside of this leg right there, and it looks really good. Alright, so just make sure it's glued down good. Even though it's a tight fit, it'll kind of hide whatever seams there may or may not be. This is for the legs right here. You see how big they are. 2 portions of that. You always have to stick this little, I guess maybe you could call it a shoulder. Goes inside of there. Close up. We see how it goes. We've got our round pegs right here. They go into the holes that you just see filled in. Again, I'm just using my glue that sucks inside of the gaps very well. That Tamiya thin cement works very good. So here's a springy deal, if that's what you want to call it. Fits nicely into the upper leg portion. Make sure it's glued down properly as well. That way it can still move. You see how I do that right there. These are the outer portions of one of these legs. So if you keep watching this, you will see how it looks in the very end. Now, I would appreciate it. And also, if you do want to donate, there's a little link when we do our live chats. Got some dollar symbols. Click it, donate money. Help me build a model. I won't complain. I know you love to see these models getting built, and you like to see how they are done. That way you don't make any mistakes, and I'll make all the mistakes for you. So you see how everything is going together perfectly with these legs. They're just about done. We need to put some feet on them, and here they are. A right side and a left side for the foot. Got this joint that it goes into. That's one side. We'll put in the other side. If you keep watching, we'll show you how good these look when they are finished. Press this in. That is one foot that is done. Now it needs a top and a bottom and a cover and a little greebly. So you see how these move. And we'll make sure that it moves good. And 3. Got this little round guy. Sits down nicely like that, and it moves up and down and about. I'm not sure what its purpose is in the real one. What we have here, it's the cover for it. Sits nicely on top. Again, more glue. I fill it in. It helps a lot. This is its foot. It can only go one way because it's got a registration mark in it. Press it down. You want to make it look pretty. It's some model making madness. Again with that, I know. But anyway, this is it. Subscribe, comment, and like. Watch the live chat. And until next time, as always, see ya.